Hi guys, welcome to another lab flip video. This one is on chemical changes, and it's going to take 2 days, and there's going to be 6 stations. And your key to being successful on this one is going to be to follow the instructions very carefully. Every station will have a station card like this, and you can just check off each step as you do it, and you should get some results. And what you're going to be looking for is things that are changing. So you're going to use your 5 senses. You're going to use smell. You're going to want to touch cups to see if they're getting colder or warmer. You remember to waft. You're going to be looking for bubbles and fizzing. Maybe the color might change. Just anything you can visually see or touch or smell, that's what you're going to want to be looking for. And you're going to be writing those observations down. So on your sheet, it's a little bit different. There's going to be different materials you're working with. So you're going to observe the physical properties of each material, and then you're going to do some mixing, and then you're going to say what the properties were after you mixed them, and maybe things that happened while you were mixing. So you're going to write down all your observations, and then there's a column called debrief notes. You're going to leave that blank the day that we do the lab, because you're just going to be collecting information, and then the next day we'll go through kind of what happened. We'll have a class discussion about it, and that's when you'll fill in information on the debrief part of the notes. So it's a little bit different. We put the grading up there to remind you this is going to be 20 points, your lab will be 40, and your write-up will be the other 40. So don't forget that all fits together. So there are 6 stations. You'll do 3 of them in Miss Garcia's room and 3 of them in Mrs. Williams's room. And so one day you'll be in one room, and the next day you'll be in the other room. You need to be on your best behavior in each room. So station 1 is Epsom salts and washing soda. And this one in particular, you're going to mix 2 substances, and then you're going to pour them at the same time into the Petri dish. With all the mixing going on, we'll probably have goggles out for you, maybe some lab aprons so we don't splash anything on our clothes. So make sure you don't wear anything you're worried about on lab days. And you'll have about 10, 12 minutes at each station, so you can take your time, make sure you're following all those steps. This is important. Follow the steps. The next station, we're going to have cabbage juice. This is literally made from boiling cabbage in water and then using the water. And so it will stain things, so you're going to need to be careful with it. And we're going to use something called banana acid, which is basically Alka-Seltzer. Okay, so you're going to measure into a bag this time. We've gotten you these special bags that zip closed. So you're going to want to dump the things in and then zip it closed as fast as you can and observe what happens. And remember, you're writing all your observations down on your sheet. Your third station is a bunch of materials. You're going to have cream of tartar, you're going to have some laundry soap, you're going to have some baking powder. Again, you're going to have cups to mix things in. We're going to use popsicle sticks to stir. And then you're going to have the cabbage juice at this station as well. So be careful with the cabbage juice. And also, please note that every station, the very last step, tells you how to clean up the station so that it's ready for the next group. So this one says, rinse out the cups in the sink, leave your station neat and clean for the next group. So every single station, the final step will be to make the station nice and neat for the next group. And it's really important that they can have a good experience because they get to the station and it's ready to go. So you need to be courteous and polite to one another and keep all the stations neatly cleaned up after each one. And then station 4, it's a new station, so we don't have the card yet, but you're going to be using iodine and a soda cracker. So you're going to want to put the soda cracker in here and then put the iodine on it and then observe what happens. And then we have station 5, where we're going to be mixing vinegar with cornstarch, and then we're going to have some phenol red. So you'll have a beaker to mix this in, again, a popsicle stick to stir it with, and then you're going to identify, you're going to write down all your observations of what happened. And I'm seeing some things I need to fix on that. Same thing here. This one's going in a bag again. You're going to put the vinegar, the baking soda, and the phenol red. So you're going to have to work together as a group to get the things in the bag as quickly as you can. So somebody holding it, other people quickly, and then zip it closed as fast as you can and observe what happens. This is a lot of fun because this is going to feel like real science to you, like mad chemistry, Frankenstein kind of stuff. So we want you to enjoy doing it, but we want you to also be very, very observant. This is when you need to be on your best science observation behavior. The safety is mostly about keeping things neat and clean, not splashing things around, and making sure you're straightening up those stations. So come prepared to have a lot of fun and see a lot of cool things happen. And the secret word this time is going to be Rumpelstiltskin.